IT, associated in IM, and I know the kind of work which is being done to this new ecosystem of innovation. AI, AI can provide a facility which projects how the city is going to grow. What are the things which are essential for the people to live? But let's also not think that AI is going to solve all our problems in the cities. AI is only an instrument. Like we had the digital instrument, and that brought so much of ease of life to the citizens. Now this AI is much more powerful. This can be utilized for further easing out, for making things still more simpler. But ultimately we have to perform. The municipalities have to perform, the municipal corporation has to perform, the mayor and all those who are responsible for the governance, they have to perform. AI can make GovTech, the government technology, like various things can be facilitated, but we have to do that work. And India really needs it. Because the way we are moving forward, our growth is almost close to 3% per annum. Our GDP contribution from the AI is around 65% plus, and it projected to go to around 80%. The cities provide a place for all kinds of economic activities and global capacity centers, various kinds of innovation. How can AI help doing that much better? But the challenge is AI also needs, we have to be clear about ethics. We have to make focus that what we are doing is citizen-centric. There is no divide. There used to be digital divide, now there could be AI divide. Can we make things happen so that the cities are developed much more inclusive? The citizens have the right and access to the various kinds of services, and they can achieve their best potential. So this is the AI-driven city, from the smart city to the AI-powered city.
Strategy way back in 2019, and from there on moving to the urban digital mission, what we see that data would be a very important fuel that will be used by all these AI models that we need to build. So how do you improve the overall data ecosystem? And that was what we did in that decade of smart cities. So when we start talking about the data smart city strategy, moving on to open data platform, and from an open data platform you evolve into a data exchange, because a lot of time we say that data is like the new gold, but I think it should be like oil, because oil flows, and when you see gold is basically at one particular place. So this data needed to flow, and that's where the thought of having an exchange which will evolve into a marketplace came about. We talked about the urban digital mission at that point of time, because seeing where the world was going, there were two trends that were happening. One, as already explained by Sir, about rapid urbanization that is happening across the globe, where we see ourselves getting urbanized, and second is the rapid advancement of technology, both in terms of AI, in terms of machine learning, robotics. So somewhere these advancements required the right kind of data and technology ecosystem. Along with the physical layer, the technology layer had to build, and we had a 3P approach. Now when we go forward and we say that this is going to be the decade of AI, what would be required is the ecosystem that could leverage AI to help improve your overall city governance. Through this ecosystem approach, we need to focus on the 3Ps that had always been part of our smart cities philosophy. One was focus on the people. So you have to get the right kind of people who understand the world of data, technology and AI. So how do you build that capacity in the ecosystem? Otherwise it will be a very supplier driven approach. You'll have a lot of firms coming in who will have solutions that have done this and have done that globally. So somewhere you need to understand the innovation that can happen in the local context, getting the people who understand this world of AI, and then matching that through this supplier ecosystem and the global collaboration that we need to build. Because all these things that are happening rapidly around the world, whether it meets your requirement is going to be very important. So second P would be the processes that need to be built around this whole world of AI. How do you start with identification of your problem statement? And you know, urban challenges, each city would have a different problem, different areas of concern. A problem of Varanasi would be very different maybe than Panaji smart city which is there in Goa. So starting with the identification of the problem, you also need to see whether you have the building blocks that can help solve that problem using AI.